we're coming in. The rain is more or less stopped. We have reset the show. We probably got 50 people here. It's probably about, I don't know, what would you say, 15 minutes to showtime. And, things are looking smooth. Everything's set. I actually went into my room to do one of those towel offs, and I hear from someone, and I go, someone says, "Hey, David's looking for you." And I go up to you, and, I mean, you can say what you...
Yeah, so when I'm checking people in, our friend Ray, who's going to the show, they go, "Oh, my God, Eric Andre is on the corner of your street." And I'm like, where? Where is he? And I'm, like, interrogating them like they're...
Shout out to Ray for making the night.
No, for sure. I am interrogating them, and, like, I was already stressed.
Right.
And Ray was, like, so vague.
Right.
They're like, he's down the street. I'm like, where? Which direction?
Right.
And they're like, he's at some brewery. And I'm like, there's no brewery on this street. Where is he? Is it Meat Hook? And she's like, I don't know. It's like a brewery. And I'm like, there's no brewery. Where is it? And they're like, it's down there. And it's like they're like, it's outdoors. And I'm like, outdoors? What are you talking about? And I'm like, pretty sure it's me. I'm like, just get inside. I'm like, go away. And they're like, ah. And so then I'm like, call. Get Max. And then I'm also like, hey, guys. Like,
yeah. Oh, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
and then there's neighbors walking by checking. You're like, oh, comedy show. It's going to be great.
Yeah. And then I'm like, Max.
Yeah.
And so you pull up, and I'm like.
The opposite of chilling. Neither of us are chilling.
But we both knew. Like, I didn't even have to say anything. I went, Eric Andre is down the street. He's at Meat Hook. And you're like, right. Okay, no. I believe I did say Meat Hook, and you didn't hear it. That's what I believe.
All I know is for a fact I did not hear Meat Hook the first time.
Okay.
Said or not said. I mean, maybe I just left so quickly. I did not. Because I knew the mission.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. You just ran.
I completely understood the job.
Yeah.
But I did not hear Meat Hook the first time. So I just run down the corner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't see. I'm like, there's nobody here. There's no, and I see Steph Brown. She's like, "What are you doing?" Because I look insane. Yeah. Like I'm just like looking like the guy on the top of a ship.
Yep.
I was like, "I'm looking for Eric Andre." She was like, "Okay," and walked to the show. And come back, and I go, "I have no idea where he is." And you're like, "He's at Meat Hook," and I went, "Oh, okay." And I turn around, and I go to Meat Hook, and what it is basically. Is that pop-up you were describing, and they have a giant garage next to it, which also, I have no idea what that space is. There's always
that old guy just owns it.
Plays solitaire by himself at the card table all the time.
He's a fixture of the neighborhood.
He is. There's this old guy at
Is his name Tony? Like he has
No, Tony's our neighbor, different. He's the one that wears the suspenders.
Michael? What? Like
I don't know.
There's
his name.
something anyway.
But he just sits there at a folding table and plays Solitaire. I was going to say charades, but I was like, I know that's not right.
That's a tough one-man game. That's a really tough. He's like looking in the mirror. Is it
a rooster?
Yup, I got it again.
Damn, I'm good. You see a guy in a mirror just like
tallying the.
But for once a month during the summers, or he loans Meat Hook his airplane hangar. Yeah. And I walk by, and right sitting at one of the tables closest to the entrance is Eric Andre. It's open. There's no door you go through. It's just Eric Andre with 5 of his friends, and they're all eating ribs. And I was like, oh, no. Because, I mean, I knew what I had to do, but I was like, this goes against every instinct I have. I look insane. Also, I have no pen, no paper. My phone is still here because I consciously left my phone because I knew it was connected to the speakers. Also, and God bless Ray, I was like, it's probably not Eric Andre. Like, just here's, I was like, I was like, I doubt Eric Andre is actually in the. I was like, there's no way this is real. None of this is happening. I'm not gonna see him. I'm not gonna. I can't go searching through this restaurant. Look, there's no way I'm gonna look and see her. And there he is. I had my phone connected to the speakers. I was so stressed I didn't think to bring pen and paper or anything like that. And I go, oh wait, this is happening. And I look at him. He looks me in the eyes and looks away. He's like, you clearly want nothing to do with me. And I was like, I go up to him. I go, hey man, big fan. And all his friends all right, they look I felt like I was going up to the cool kid table at high school. Like I was dripping sweat. I felt like a loser. I was like, I'm bothering you. I know I'm bothering you. I know I'm bothering you. No one wants me to be doing this. No one is doing this.
Yeah.
And
everyone else is being chill.
Everyone else is being chill. I look like the least chill person there ever has been. I go, and he goes, thanks, buddy, thanks. And I go, so I have a comedy show. And he's like, all right. And I go, yeah, it's nearby. And he's like, what's the name? And I was like, Goon, and I'm just like mumbling. I'm like, Goon to a gag, and he's like, Goob to a gob, and I was like, no, he's like, Goon to a gag, and I was like, Goon to a goblin. He's like, oh, Goon to a goblin. And I was like, yeah, and he went, yeah, but what's the venue? And I was like, oh, my house. And he was like, okay, and then I was like, yeah, it starts in like 10 minutes, and that is when it clicked for him what was happening. Yeah. Because I mean, it's the worst I've articulated. I've said worst pitch of all time. Yeah. I gave the worst pitch of all time. And he went, oh. And I was like, we would love for you to do it. And now he's like, this isn't a crate. He's not asking for a picture. Yeah. He's not asking for an autograph. He's not trying to get me on a show a month away. Like, there's a thing happening right now. And I go, we'd love to have you do. And then that was, I think, the moment where he opened up. He was like, okay, I get what's happening now. And then I was like, it's going to be packed. We got 70 people. It's going to be sold out. It's just down the block. We'd love to have you. And he went, we'll play it by ear. And his friends went, we'll be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't believe that's how it ended. I was so also, I knew everyone at the restaurant's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. They're all looking at me. They're all eating ribs. I didn't have my phone. I didn't have a pen and paper. I didn't want to be like, let me type the address in your phone. I should have been like, the address is 101 Jackson Street. I said, but I was like, I can't express how much in my head I was like, I have to get out of this restaurant. Also, the show's starting in 5 minutes.
Yes.
I was like, I have to leave this restaurant. Anyway, I walk out. I cut back here. I'm like, I found him. I talked to him, and you're like, did you give him our address? I was like, no. And you were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I know, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. You had to be. It was crazy.
I was like, did you give him the Instagram? You're like, no.
Well, I mean, the worst pitch of all time.
I literally was like, how does he know how to get here? And you're like, I guess he doesn't. And then you were like, I gotta start the show. I was like, for sure.
I was walking away being like, I biffed that so hard. And you and I were also so stressed, and we were like, we got to start. And also, even before Eric Andre, we had an insane lineup.
Yes.
We had an insane lineup, and we were like, that's all right, whatever.
Because it's funny, because before this, we were worried, is Jeffrey Asmus going to show up?
Yeah.
Who was like our big get. And now we're like, is Eric Andre going to show up?
And anyway, show starts. Jess is hosting. And I'll tell you from my perspective is, I'm watching Nico White just gets on stage. I'm hanging out with Jake Silverman, he used to live here.
Former roommate.
I'm standing there and he goes, hey, is Eric Andre doing this show? And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, someone just texted me that they saw him listening to his set nearby. And I went, what? And I ran outside. I saw you. And then I saw him and his whole entourage walking towards our house, and I was like, holy shit. I mean, and you and I literally in front of our house, we just stood there and went.
I know, we waved like we saw our 5th grade friend.
Oh, it was so funny. And
because we couldn't help it. I wanted to run up to him and grab his hand and pull him over.
I was like, yeah.
And they were just walking. Like, I'm like, run! Come here.
Oh, dude. And yeah, I mean, it was just, you and I think both went like, oh, this is insane. I mean, yes. we are just about to pull off one of the coolest comedy shows this year. I mean, in the in
the known universe.
In the known universe, but it's just like nobody does this. No, like a backyard show with Judah Friedlander, Jeffrey Asmus, Eric Andre, sold out. There's also knowing what we had. I was like, this is crazy. Yeah. I mean, and he pulls up, and I guess you can tell the story of how they found the place or whatever. I guess they told you that.
Oh, yeah. So I was talking so we showed him, and he didn't want to, like, walk through everybody. He kept being like, I don't want to make a scene, which in my head at first I was like, what? I think it's fine.
Right.
But although definitely when he walked through,
yeah.
everybody stopped paying attention to Nico, who saw him and was like, yo. But when he first peeked, and then he came out and he went, I'm going to listen to my set. So he was like walking along the sidewalk. What's her face? Mac comes out and she goes, dude, Eric Andre was just in here. And I was like, I know, he's going to do a spot. And she goes, what? And I'm like, sit back down.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, sit back down.
Sit back down.
And then she sits down. And then it's me and his friend is like standing there, like watching the show from the wings with me. And I'm like, so how Meat Hook? How was that? She's like, it was really good. And she's like, I eat a lot of spicy stuff. It was spicy. And I'm like, yeah. And in my head, I'm just going, Eric Andre, Eric Andre. This is Eric Andre's Asian friend. And so, then I was like, oh, they're going to be so excited. And she's like, oh yeah, it's going to be really cool. This is fun. And then she was saying, I don't know if I asked or whatever, but she was like, yeah, like we had no idea how to get there. And we just decided, like, if we pass it when we're riding city bikes, we'll do it. And so luckily, they picked the city bike rack that's on Jackson Street that you have to pass our house to get to. They could have easily, there's one maybe even closer on Graham.
Yes. I know exactly. Right across from Carmine's or near Carmine's. Yeah.
And so it was miraculous. And so they pass it on the way to the city bikes. And then they're like,
this looks cool.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. And so it just was like the odds of everything happening the way it did, of Ray like spotting him.
And the chalkboard signs, the whole the signage, the fact that it was sold out, the rain not. I mean, it was.
The rain stopped like right when the show started and never happened again. And then, we had these. Yeah, we did have 2 smaller chalkboard signs on the sidewalk, which I like literally. We got ticket sales through that. I watched people on the sidewalk scan it and do that shortly after we set it up. Those are a genius idea.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it just, and then Eric comes. So, but you tell Jess, you tell our host.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric Andre's next.
And her reaction is like, what? She was like, what do you? And I was like, no, I know. And she's like, oh, well, that's the other thing. But basically what happens is, it's the first time I've ever like had to escort. Like basically, like I run out, I meet him, I take him through the back. Because he was like, is there a back way to get in this? And I was like, no.
No, he wanted like literally, he was like, is there like another way?
Like a tunnel.
Yeah, that's literally, he was asking for a tunnel. And we were like, there's no way. And you literally said, no, we don't have a tunnel. And he didn't laugh. He was like, why don't they got a tunnel?
Yeah, that's true. I was like,
his reaction.
I was like, that was pretty good in the present situation.
Yeah.
But I was like, and he also needed to pay, and he was like, no, I'll just hold it. And I was like, but it's basically Nico's doing 10 minutes. At minute 7, I text you to send him over. I walk over, and we meet, and I bring him through, and everyone that sees him, which is basically only comics, because they're the people that are standing in the back, they all are like, just everyone shuts. Like, they were already quiet, but they're all just staring. I take him into the good bathroom. Nice. I go, here's the bathroom. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. The only other person in the kitchen is Brandon Alamestiano, and his eyes just popped. He was like, what? And it's just me and him. And then Nico gets the light, and Eric Andre proceeds to take the longest piss in the history. Dude, I didn't tell you that he was pissing for... What? Nico has 2 minutes. He's taking a minute 40 piss, and I can hear him like lathering up his hands, washing. I'm like, and I'm just standing in, and then I hear Nico go, "Thank you very much." And that's when Eric gets out. And I'm like, follow me, and he's like, can I get a water? I'm like, yeah, man. So I run him down these steps, hand him a water through the mini fridge, walk him right out, and then Jess is like on stage hey kiddos, this next one's gonna be a treat. You might have known him from the Eric Andre show. Give it up for Eric. And I felt like I was the guy behind SNL, like the guy showing the host. I mean, it was, and I took a boomerang and I came downstairs and just went, oh.
Yeah.
And I walked over to you and I was like, there's one man I'm celebrating with right now. I was like, that. Well, I mean, we just pulled off the most insane. I mean, that was insane. That was insane. I mean, that was. Everyone, nobody could believe it. No one in their they're like, they were like, the Cellar doesn't get aircon.
Yeah.
New York Comedy Club doesn't get air. They were like, how did your backyard? And that's how. That's how.
That is how it happened.